free, fool. What is good, you? So, with what I've been seeing this week's episode, Black Clover is definitely something of a chill zone right now. But it sounds like next week's episode is going to be pretty hype, even if it isn't something that might have happened throughout the manga or something along those lines, because this doesn't really seem to fit all that well with what I would imagine would happen when it comes down just to manga in general, though. But with that being said, to think that the captains maybe are going to fight next week's episode actually gets me pretty hyped compared to what I was feeling watching Gray try to come over her fears of being looked at, and more than I will be happy then. I'll be happy to watch that over watching the Blue Roses train and get absolutely destroyed by their captain. So, it could be worse. But at least we're gonna hopefully get something cool out of the captains facing each other, or the Wizard King might just be up to no good, and it might be facing in a whole different way than I am expecting. So maybe it's like a cook-off, maybe it's like something like the festival where they were kind of just selling stuff and needed to get it out and see who could do the best. But regardless, all I'm really looking forward to the most is learning more about the Spade Kingdom and just getting there, because as of now they have referenced it at least in this week's episode, just to be like clear that once they actually start heading to the Spade Kingdom or planning on handling it in any way, shape, or form, that's when we know the story is finally starting to continue. So it was another one of those moments of just like, hey, we know the Spade Kingdom's important. We've already had a whole miniature arc of non-talented magic users, go there. But as of now, we'll just let you know we still know about it, but we ain't going there. So the other first half was Gray just, learning to not be shy. Unfortunately, she doesn't understand that she's already done plenty fine when it comes down to facing opponents that are literally trying to kill her and still being able to fight and look at them while they're looking at her. So that's just something I guess she hasn't really come to grips with, because she is not too focused on that when she's battling. So I think that's actually the funniest part about all of this is they didn't even think about just fighting, straight up fighting, full out, try to full out battle with her, because she might have actually focused up a little bit. But no, instead she goes to the worst person of all times, Noelle, for advice about something that she can barely handle herself. But of course, since it's Noelle, she puts on a front like she actually can handle compliments and being stared at. I mean, I guess she can, but when Asta shows up, she definitely can't, right? So it's like, has Gray seen her around Asta? Because last time I checked, she always like slaps the crap out of him and then is blushing, looking the other way, almost covering her face, right? Like, I'm surprised. That's kind of the miss of this episode, or like the miss of the comedy. Like, I understand it's already filler, but if they're actually watching what they're putting out, then they should have nailed that, in my opinion. That should have been an easy little nod at like, Noelle, sometimes you get shy, but it's only around Asta, and if I could be shy just around one person and not every other single person, that would be much better. But hey, I don't create and write anime, alright? I just watch them and talk to you guys about them. So with that being said, I definitely hope we are going to get quite a bit of new information about the captain's fighting styles and stuff like that once they fight. Because the other half of this, with the blue roses and them all having boyfriends, and some of them got broken up with their boyfriends, and some of them are trying to think of what they're gonna do on their next date, when they're supposed to be like this super raw army of women that hate men. That whole entire thing is gone just because of one instance of the captain showcasing that she has some type of, you know, crush on Yami. Ever since then, these girls have not cared to hide the fact that they're dating and hide the fact that they're, kind of going back on the oath that they have set as a team. But with all that being said, though, I definitely gotta get out of here sooner than later, so I do apologize for the video being shorter. But to be fair, there wasn't really much to talk about when it comes to Black Clover. My other video, I might talk a little bit longer, or I might cut it short so I can have questions and stuff from you guys. But these are the days I can get these videos out early. I do apologize on Fridays when I can only get one video out and then I gotta get to work. So hopefully I can get Fridays off sometime and I can just stay home, knock out a crap ton of videos back to back to back to back to back like I usually do, and we'll all be happy. Because trust me, I watch episodes and then not tell you my direct reaction after just watching them, because I think that's when my mind is working a little bit better, and I haven't been working for 5 hours, 6 hours. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing one. I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So with all that being said, I will be using Asta in the other video so I can just record it quicker than quitting and all that stuff. So sorry about that as well. So take care and peace.